This is Jake with Gerber Knives. I'm here with Karrson with Gerber. We're at the Blade Show on the last day, and he's going to go over some of the newer Gerber product here.
Hey guys, got some exciting stuff to walk you through. So, let's start with our Fastball. So, the Fastball is a US-made S30V flipper on ball bearings. We took an obsessive amount of detail to get our detent just right. So, we got what we call light switching action. Every time it actuates just like a light switch. Never get those partials. We have type 3 hard anodize on it, 3 clip positions, so tip up, tip down right hand, and also tip up left hand carry. We have it available in 3 colors. So we have our urban gray here. We've got our flat sage green, and then we've got our black with black wash blade. So we got a black oxide that then goes through a tumble process. Comes out looking really good. So these are roughly $100. Got a really great retail on them. A whole lot of value in those products.
Yeah, US made. I love the low points on the blade there.
Yep, very versatile blade shape on that. You can get way out on that tip if you need to. It's really great for basic working through packaging or anything like that. It's got that utilitarian one clip blade shape. So a really good product there. One of my personal favorites. We go over here to last year's great success that's been doing really well. So this is our flat iron. It's a folding cleaver. It is not undersized by any stretch of the imagination. So you got a full steel backside. And something I want to draw your attention to is actually this right here. We've got a patent pending on this. This is our, we call it a pinch plate. Because what happens oftentimes is as you're trying to dig in to get that thumb hole, or if you're using a flipper or any type of frame lock, a lot of times you're using counter pressure and you end up pushing on that arm right there. Oh. So we give you a place to land your fingers and the knife can just run really smoothly without that pressure on it. So patent pending on that. If you walk around the show, you see all kinds of kind of pinching problems, and it's a common issue with frame locks. So
it really is.
Found a way to overcome that. So we have it available in our tan G10 here. We've also got it available in our anodized aluminum in gray. So big aggressive blade shape on that. Get a full purchase on that handle. And you can choke up with this choil here and really be up and over that blade. So really functional product. It's on barrel, so easy to clean out any junk you get in. It's got kind of a unique micro clip to it. Really cool overall product and been one of our most successful in years.
And it's retailing at what?
Between 35 and 40.
Between 35
in that
and 40.
ballpark. Typically pay around $5 more for the G10. So since that's been doing so well for us, we figured we'd follow up with a fixed blade cleaver. So this thing actually is it's one of the thickest pieces of steel we've ever used. So it's almost 1/4 inch thick, if not a full 1/4 inch. I can't remember off the top of my head, but real thick blade. You got this leading unsharpened chisel edge, so you can do all your scraping with that. And then a pretty tall hollow grind on it there. It gives you some great slicing opportunities. And then again with the ergonomics, we got our choil placed here so that you can really choke up and get over that blade. You can see you have complete control over the blade for carving or basic slicing, or if you want to go into a saber grip, getting pretty accurate with it. This blade shape, or this handle shape, just really lends itself to choking up and getting over the top of the blade. Our scales on these are machined anodized aluminum. This is available both in this stonewashed black variant, and then we also have a black oxide with a deep green. We've got our, obviously our lanyard hole there. And then something that Gerber has consistently tried to hang our hat on is unique sheath systems. So we have a modular sheath here. First of all, it clicks in and clicks out really positively. So you're either in or you're not, and it's very obvious if it's in or not. You got this tab here to release the tri-tip there. And then these fasteners actually make this a modular system. So you can invert that, and if you got your belt here, you're gonna either ride lower or higher on the belt. And you can also take it modularly and shift it and pivot it over here. Again, lower, high, on a scout carry or in the 6 o'clock or something of that sort. It's a really unique modular blade shape or sheath design. And then for those of you that like to net carry, you can obviously run a paracord through these and have it hang in there as well. So tri-tips got a really aggressive retail between $35 and $40. Really exciting new product. Show you the other color here is so you can kind of see the deep green. It's sometimes hard to get it in the right light. And the only difference here is this black oxide finish is going to be much more matte. It's got a little bit too much shine to it, so we got that figured out on production. So yeah, tri-tip, big aggressive cleaver blade shape to go with its predecessor, the flat iron. Product I like to remind people about is the Empower. So this one's in our Urban Blue. It's an automatic S30B made in our Portland factory. Again, you're going to get tip up, tip down carry on that. You got our plunge lock that's running really, really smooth. Got our safety that works either in the opened or closed position, so you're not getting any action there. And then we got our really unique scale system here. So this is we call it our Armor Tech. It's electroformed stainless steel, and it gives you an opportunity to do some really unique things both visually and as far as how it feels. You get a unique grip there that you're not used to feeling. Some really, it would effectively be a ton of machining if we weren't electroforming it, so it would generally drive this price really, really high. But with the way we're doing it, it enables you to add another color or two in this case, and keep it really affordable. So this knife, all those things considered, is you would think it'd be up in the $180, $200 range, but you're going to find it price protected around $125. So really exciting product for us. Always Type 3 hard anodized, really aggressive springs on our autos. So that's our Empower. That's available in 4 colorways. This is just my personal favorite. It's our Urban Blue. A couple other things that just came out this week are our Jukebox, and then we have 2 modern traditional slip joints here I'll get to in a second. But one of my favorite products we've come out with in a long time is this Jukebox. So it's got this really old school look and feel to it. That's why I named it the Jukebox. I'll walk you through it a little bit. So first of all, you get this kind of friction lock style tang exposed here. As it's sitting in your pocket, it's going to be sitting proud like that, so you're going to see it and have this kind of unique in-pocket look. And then you got that old school feel where you can actuate the product with that tang. And on friction folders, your hand became the lock. You were locking that tang down. But we figured that's not actually that safe, so we actually provide a liner lock in combination with that tang there. So you can use the tang to actuate the knife, and then you actually get the full safety of a liner lock that's properly engaged. Speaking of liner lock, something we've been doing both on our Fastball and on this Jukebox is having this liner be a little exposed there, so you don't got to go digging with your thumb. So this sits a little bit proud if you can get a full silhouette of it. So it's easy to access that, and makes it really easy for users to lock the knife back or disengage the lock. You get acrylic on our Jukebox series, so you have either, we call this our tortoiseshell and we call this our white marble. So it's a cool acrylic. It's really easy to pocket in and out. It provides just enough grip that it's not going to easily slide in and out of your pocket on accident, but on the other hand, it's definitely not going to be chewing up your jeans, so you really want that, because everybody's had a couple pairs of jeans eaten by knives if you've stuck around this industry long enough.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, and then once you get to know the product a little bit, you can get this kind of snap to it, operate that tang like a front flip, and get a real nice positive crack open to it. So barrel construction, acrylic scales, friction lock tang with a liner lock accompanying it. Really cool product. It's got that barbershop old school feel to it. That's the Jukebox. What do you think of that, Jake?
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to practice the front tang flipper. That's gonna take some practice on me, but I really like. It really fits the name. It's got that square look to it there.
Yeah.
Very interesting blade.
Yeah. So let me walk you through our last 2 here. So we have this pair, this modern traditional slip joints. So easy operating, smooth slip joints. Walk you from tip to tail, I guess. We got a unique, or not that unique, but a modified Warncliffe or sheep's foot blade. That kind of reverse Tonto edge to it that kind of gives it that cool old school traditional look. We've extended our nail nick to give it a little unique aesthetic, and if you want to grab further out on that to get a little more leverage as you're opening it, it works a little that way as well. So high polished blade, high polished bolster. We got this cool candy cane stripe here. Really gives you that modern, or that more traditional feel. But then yeah, just about everything you're going to find on this is polished. So you get really a lot of shine coming through both on those liners, that back spacer, the bolster, the blade, our lock-off plate, our clip. So we're paying really a lot of attention to those little details on this product. You can get it in our flat sage green here, or we also have it in our cyan colorway, which is a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more
splashy
assertive.
color.
Yeah. But a really cool color. We've been working on getting our cyan just right with anodizing. We feel like this comes across really well. It's kind of matte, but it's still bright. But I really like the detail we paid to the block-off plates. You don't see that typically on knives at these price points where you're talking sub 40, roughly $35 knives. You're not seeing that level of detail too often. So, really cool knives. That's the straight lace. And then the wingtip is this little brother, so you're not going to get a pocket clip. It's meant to be carried deep in the pocket or in the fifth pocket. You got it in our anodized gray, and then you're going to see a lot of those same salient characteristics here. So high polished blade, extended nail nick, polished bolster, polished liners, polished backspacer, even polished lanyard hole. Everything's polished, so we're trying to really give that whole traditional feel with a lot of modern touches to it as well. So this one is available in our gray as well as our flat sage green.
Yeah, there we go. That's a good looking green.
Feel good about that, yeah. So that's just a small selection of the products I wanted to show. We got obviously tons and tons more that probably get you real excited if you spend the time to look through the Gerber website. But do yourself a favor, hop on AG Wrestle and go buy yourself a Fastball. You won't be sad about it. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Karrson.
You bet.